Hey, beautiful one. Sonya, the host of the Treasures You podcast. And how are you doing this new fine day? And this new fine day is a beautiful day because you're in it. Remember that, dear ones. Remember thyself. Yes. So, dear ones, this podcast, we will be discussing the man in the mirror, the reflection that is reflected back to you, that is reflected back to me, and collectively how the universe is reflecting back into our realities, what we reflect back to the universe. Yes. I don't know if some of you knew that. You probably heard it in passing. But when we are not aligned to these messages, and I'm here to tell you, beautiful ones, that everything is a message. So take notes, buckle up, and get ready to take this ride, this evolutionary ride of seeing the man in the mirror. Yes. So before we get started in this podcast, beautiful ones, and you are beautiful, I will never get tired calling you beautiful. Now, I'm picking up this for those who may find offense or feel uncomfortable or just don't like me saying beautiful ones. I'm here to share with you. You need to pause for a moment and check in with you on why that may be bothering you. Yeah, I'm being told to tell you that because, dear ones, if anything is bothering you, that right there is a message that you are out of alignment with your beauty. Okay? You are beauty. So if you don't like a person calling you beautiful, that is what that is. That is what that is. Just as simple as that. You are out of alignment with that expression that is you. And for all the new people who may have just tuned in to these podcasts, we encompass the whole. So there's no exclusions. So when I say beautiful, you are beautiful. Even if you don't recognize yourself as beautiful, even if you don't feel as though you are beautiful, you are beautiful. Because you, me, and every other soul on this blue and green planet, we are fractals of the Most High. We are fractals of God. We are fractals of the Creator. Yes, the Creator, dear ones, the source. Yes, the source, dear ones, that has created all life. And the source that has created all life creates things in perfection. That's another word I'm picking up that people do not care to hear or describe themselves as. And guess what? I can understand that. Yes, I can, because in our human form, we are imperfect. But in our true essence, that true essence that we are speaking about on this podcast, and we speak about all the time on this podcast, because this is a space of healing, it is a space of alignment, it is a space of remembering who and what you are in every moment of the day, not forgetting who you are, not shrinking, not trying to disappear, not trying to not be heard because of those conditionings, the spell of conditionings. Yes, dear ones, we have all been living under a spell of conditionings. And those conditionings are imprinted within our essence. Yes, our essence, because it is a part of the life journey. But in these podcasts, as I said, it's a healing space. The intention was set up for healing, for the new people who may have just tuned in to the Treasures You podcast. This is what I speak about. These conversations are healing sessions to help you remember, to help you align, to help you heal. So this is what healing is, dear ones. We are acknowledging ourselves. And this is necessary, especially for people who are newly on the path of self-discovery. You are learning about these simplistic things that we as a collective, we do not notice, we do not give reverence, and we just plain right out don't know. So that causes all of us to venture down many different paths to figure out, who am I? Yeah, this is what this whole life journey is about, dear ones. So it doesn't matter if your life right now is perfect, okay, is in harmony. I'm here to tell you, our design is always to elevate. Yes, we are always desiring to up level, to learn, to grow. Okay, so it really doesn't matter if nothing is going on in your life that is not in alignment with you. But I'm here to tell you, when you get too comfortable, that right there is a sign. If you're too comfortable, that's a sign. That is a sign to tell you, at least to wake you up to say, okay, I'm comfortable. What's happening to me right now in my life? Really, we have to do these things. This is checking in with yourself. Because if you don't check in with yourself, dear ones, nobody else is going to check in. So, man in the mirror. Now, I have spoke about this in maybe 2 other podcasts, and I referred Michael Jackson, one of my favorite songs, because that song speaks volumes. And that song is most certainly a message to us that when we look in the mirror, who are we looking at? And I ask this question all the time. Today, look in the mirror, look in your eyes, and tell or ask yourself, who are you looking at? Yes. This is what all of us in some point in time, we have to ask that question. Because as well, we have so many personas. And because we encompass the whole, dear ones, it's really like, well, who am I right now? It's like we are chameleons. In fact, we are chameleons. You can change your persona just like that. This is why we have our actors and actresses, right? What do? Their craft is to change different characters, to play different characters. And this is why we have the chameleon, because we can do the same. Yeah, don't take things so literal. Now, we can actually camouflage ourselves. We do it all the time when we attempt to shrink, right? We attempt to be invisible. We attempt to not be seen. And that is what the chameleon does, camouflage. Camouflages itself. So when you look in the mirror and you look in your eyes, this is really a intimate moment with you and the divine. Yes, take note on that, dear ones. You can write it down. It is an intimate moment with you and the divine. The divine being the creator, the divine being God, the divine being the omnipotent essence that is everywhere. Yes, it is in the breath, it is in the atmosphere, it is in the sunlight, in the moonlight. It is in the birds that you see flying past your window. It is in a beautiful, innocent, newborn baby. Okay? It's in all of that. So when we look in the mirror, what do you see? Yes. Write it down and actually do this, because this is a part of self-exploration, self-care, spiritual maintenance, checking in with you, as I said, because nobody else is going to do it. And if you don't check in with yourself from time to time, this is how we lose ourselves. And I know for those who are not familiar with the energetic understandings that we lose ourselves all the time, I'm here to tell you we do. Yes, we most certainly lose ourselves on this journey of life. Yes. So look in the mirror, dear ones. Who are you looking at? Now, for real, do this. Because when you do these things, and look every day and ask that question. Who are you looking at? Because you need to know, who am I today? Yeah, for real. Who am I being today? Am I being my true self? Am I playing some character to people please, to fit in, to understand the complexities of myself? Yes, we have to ask these questions. Yes, we do. And on that note, dear ones, close your eyes. We are going to tune in right now. Breathe in your life force. Allow for your cells to take in the beautiful light, the beautiful love essence that all of us is. As we continue to consciously breathe, we are focusing on our heart, seeing it lit up with beautiful white and pink golden essence. Focusing now on our mind's eye as we see a beautiful indigo color with white diamond crystalline light. And this crystalline light is clearing every crevice of your mind's eye. So all of your natural, innate abilities are attuned, are aligned. We are visualizing our root chakra, visualizing roots of integrity, roots of unconditional love, roots of joy, roots of kindness, roots of creativity, roots of resilience, roots of stability, and roots of the knowing of who you are. Yes. Breathe it in, your life force, connecting as always in this space of healing, aligning, and remembering as the source, the creator, God, is allowing us to see with enlightened eyes. Source is allowing us to hear the intuitive whispers so we can take each step with wisdom. And we are unified as one, encompassing the whole, seeing our beauty, feeling our essence, and knowing who and what we are in every moment. So it is, thy will is done. Yes, you can open your eyes. Yes, beautiful ones, we are in this healing space, bringing in alignment, bringing awareness of ourselves in every moment. Man in the mirror. So what do you see? I keep asking that question. What do you see when you look in your eyes? Because I'm here to share with you as well, dear ones, that when all of us go about our everyday activities, our routines, and we engage in conversations, right? We look at other people, and I'm just going to give a quick example of sometimes when we run across or come across a person that may be screaming at another person. What does that do to you? How do you feel? I'm just going to share how I feel. When I hear another person screaming, I mean really screaming to the point that everybody can hear this person screaming, and then this person is belittling, cursing at them. How do you feel when you see that? Okay, so this is another question to ask yourself. Well, for one, as I said, for myself, because of this is what I do, I already know that that person is out of alignment. Yeah, I know that that person is out of alignment. But as I say, this person is out of alignment. This person has the right to behave in any way he or she sees fit, because this is a part of expression, even if it is out of alignment. Expressing And I, for one, believe that expression is the greatest thing. That's one of our gifts, to express. So when you're hearing it, like I have heard many times, and I know you have heard many times, it does something to your heart. I know it does something to my heart because what did I say? We are all empathic. So I feel that pain of that person talking, screaming. And then I feel the pain of the other person that is on the other side receiving this. So I feel the pain of both. I know that this person is out of alignment, but yet I'm here to share with you the reason why I feel, and you may feel a certain way. You just have to experience to figure out how do you feel. That person is showing me a part of myself. That part of myself that is angry. That part of myself that is cursing, screaming. And when I see that, as I just said, I already know that that person is out of alignment. So this is why it affects us, because we encompass the whole. We are a part of the whole. You see? So we feel that pain because we are empathic. We feel the pain of others. We feel the pain of the universe. We feel the pain. We feel that anger. Yes, we feel it because we are sentient beings. So that person at that time is being a mirror of you, is being a mirror to the other person as well. Even if you do not agree that that person is being a mirror of you, they are a mirror of you collectively. Because collectively, we are one. Now, on an individual level, that's a different story. On an individual level, that other person could be feeling a different way. It could be easy in not allowing it to affect him or her because that person is in alignment. You see what I'm saying? So, but as an empath, you are going to feel something. Now, if you take it home with you, which a lot of us do unknowingly, because most of us are unconscious, but that person is reflecting back to that other person and to myself. This is why we feel it. Yeah, this is why we feel it, dear ones, because we are empathic presences. It's a gift. So just realize that if somebody says something to you and it bothers you, then that means there's something within you that needs to come into alignment because it should not bother you. Okay? But if it does, this is the message for that. Because what did I say earlier? Everything is a message to us. Every single thing is a message. Everything is connected too. For me, I don't know about you, but I just think that's so fascinating to know that every single thing is connected. And as a matter of fact, I can say a word right now and I can relate it to something that most of us would not even think for a second was related, because everything comes full circle back to us. Now, I'm thinking right now, I don't want to think too hard. I'm going to think of a word. I'm going to say it, and then I'm going to relate it back to us. Because, as I just said, we encompass the whole, and everything is interconnected. Every single thing is interconnected. Okay, so the word I'm getting is zebra. Okay, so for you, this is a good practice. Write down the first thing that comes to your mind when I say zebra. Okay? Whatever comes to your mind. Now, because of me being a person of going to the root of things, I'm going right to the root of zebra, which is, I'm picking up right now, why does a zebra have the colors that a zebra has? Why is it white and black? I'll let you figure that out as well. Write down why you think a zebra is white and black. Yeah, write it down. Whatever comes to your mind. Why do you think a zebra is white and black? Why do you think the zebra is white and black? Well, from what I'm picking up several things. The zebra represents to us humanity. It represents the whole of what I've been saying. It represents all of us. It represents the light and the dark, okay? The yin and the yang, the sun and the moon. Because white and black encompasses all of the colors. So it's showing us. It's showing us a lot of things. What I just said about the sun and the moon. It's showing us about ethnicities. It's showing us all of those polar opposites. And because it has both colors, it is showing us as well that we encompass all of that. Be like the zebra, because the zebra is wearing its stripes to inform you that you encompass the whole, that you have that black and white within you, and to be okay with it. Not to be bent out of shape, not accept that white part of you, that black part of you, but to accept all parts of you. Yeah, this is what the zebra is telling us. To accept all parts of you. Because look at me. My everyday, I'm white and black. And does it bother me? No, as a matter of fact, it's a gift. It's a gift that I have white and black stripes. It's a gift. And when you can see this gift, hopefully you can add that knowledge to your life. Everything has a purpose. Every single thing has a purpose. So that's what the zebra, what I just picked up, it encompasses all of the colors. It accepts itself, and it wants you to accept yourself. Yeah, this is why it has its colors, amongst many other things and qualities of a zebra. But I'm getting to the root of its essence, its color, what it represents. It represents the whole. It represents harmony. It represents acceptance of oneself. Yes. Yeah, it does. So we have to accept ourselves. We have to know that we encompass the whole. Yes, we have to know these things. Whatever you wrote down, then that's what you perceive and what you knew at that moment. And I just shared with you what I picked up and what I know from the zebra. Because there was everything, as I said, is a message. Everything is connected. So I said I was going to share how it connects to us. Well, I just shared a bunch of things how it's connected to us. It's color, it's acceptance of oneself, it being oneness, being the whole, being the spectrum, the white and the black, right? The night and the day, the sun and the moon, the yin and the yang. Yeah, that's what it represents. It represents all of that and even more stuff. It's just these are the main ones that I'm being told to share because this is us as well. So the zebra, as I just shared all those qualities and characteristics, it circles back to you, the zebra. What I just said, everything circles back to you. So with man in the mirror, the zebra is telling you to look in the mirror. Yes, look in the mirror. See your beauty. Whatever shade you are, okay, whatever mentality you have about yourself, meaning, do you accept yourself? Are you feeling unworthy? Yeah, the zebra walks around proud with black and white to tell humanity, chill, wake up, know that you're a gift. Yeah, chill out and do not allow any old paradigm mentality to make you feel like you're less than. Yes, so the zebra is proud of its stripes. It's proud of its stripes. Yeah. And the zebra has courage. The zebra has honor. The zebra protects its own. Right? So that's even more. We have to protect our own as well. Whatever needs to be, whatever may need to be protected about, whatever or whoever needs to be protected. I say protected for the zebra because they're out in the wild. We're not out in the wild. So for us to protect ourselves means to stay in our energy, to stay in our own energy, and to not allow other people to take your energy. And how do they take your energy? Because at times we are not grounded. It's a part of the life journey, but when you bring more awareness to yourself, then none of that affects you. Be like the zebra. Yes, be grounded. Accept all parts of yourself like the zebra. Yeah, the zebra is beautiful. And that's why the zebra looks, acts, and is the way it is. It is a message to tell us to be grounded, to accept ourselves, and to not allow any of those illusionary old paradigms to diminish the beliefs that you have brought into your mind. Yeah, we do it. We do it to ourselves. So there you go. I just went full circle with the zebra. What I picked up on what it meant, its message to us, because everything is a message. So when you look in the mirror and you look at the zebra is a mirror of you as well, because what did I just say? The black and white, the yin and yang, the sun, the moon. That's all of us. That's all of us, dear ones. And I can even go so far to say we have animalistic qualities, and it's an animal. Yeah, there's so many, things that I can say about the zebra, but the main thing is acceptance. Acceptance of yourself, loving others, in knowing your worth, not hiding. Not hiding because you're white or you're black. Be like the zebra. The zebra is white and black, which means it's all colors. Because all colors come from white and black. All right? So there we go. That was the message of the zebra. Look in the mirror and you will see the zebra. Okay? So we are realizing these simple things. When we look in the mirror, what do we see? Well, I hope you see beauty. I hope you see that you are a spark of creation. And when you continue to keep looking in the mirror will look back at you. And when that mirror looks back at you, it's going to fill you up with all that you need to know about you. Yes, we are making the space to learn about ourselves by looking in that mirror every day. Who am I? Yes, who am I? And Michael Jackson, he said it the best with his song, Man in the Mirror. Listen to the lyrics, connect to that song, because that song is telling you to look within your eyes so you can see your beautiful essence, so you can know in every moment who you are. And when you do figure out who you are, guess what happens? You begin to live a life more in alignment. You begin to start remembering that you are that beautiful sun. Yes. You begin to acknowledge more and more and more of yourself. And this is what it's all about. Because we are all coming back to the infinite love of ourselves. All right, beautiful ones. So look in the mirror, man in the mirror, woman in the mirror. And what do you see? All right, beautiful ones. Enjoy this new day. Man in the mirror is telling you that you encompass the whole, that you are the beauty, that you are worthy, and that your presence is infinite. Remember that, and all is well. Remember as well that the treasure is you. All right, beautiful ones.